In this video, we're going to discuss the differences between a paragraph and an essay. Now, on the screen, this is an example of a paragraph. It happens to be a paragraph that shows the differences between dolphins and porpoises. Sometimes we call this a comparison paragraph, or we might call it a compare and contrast paragraph. Now, a paragraph is usually about 10 to 15 sentences long, and it focuses on one topic, so it has one main idea. This paragraph answers the question, what is the difference between dolphins and porpoises? The title of the paragraph is Marine Cousins. So marine has to do with the ocean. It's an adjective. Marine Cousins. So it's a creative name. Titles don't always need to be complete sentences or grammatically correct, but they give you some idea about what the paragraph is about. You'll notice when you write paragraphs, for every paragraph, we always leave a space before we begin right here. And we call this an indentation. So every time you start a paragraph, you need to indent about 1/2 inch. Now all paragraphs have a topic sentence. Let's find the one here. Usually a topic sentence is the first sentence of a paragraph. Sometimes it might be the second or third sentence. The closer it is to the beginning of the paragraph, the more clearly and the more easily the reader will be able to understand the purpose and the main idea of the essay. So, dolphins and porpoises are marine animals that are closely related to whales. Even though they seem similar, dolphins and porpoises are different in their physical characteristics and social behaviors. So this topic sentence contains the topic, dolphins and porpoises are different, and it also contains 2 focal points. They're different in their physical characteristics, and they're different in their social behaviors. So these 2 focal points or focus points, you might know those as supporting points. So there's going to be 2 main supporting points. So first, we're going to talk about physical characteristics. Your first supporting point says, one obvious difference is in their appearance. So how they look, how they physically look. So those 2 are related. So the focal point matches the first supporting point, the first sentence related to physical characteristics. Following that, you're going to have some support information, some support examples and details that are going to support the differences in physical appearance. The second focal point is social behavior. And that is the second part of the paragraph. So here we have the supporting point sentence related to social behavior. And then we have the support examples and details to support your second supporting point. Okay, and finally you have a concluding sentence. It's basically a reminder or to the reader about what the main idea of the paragraph was. Okay, let's take another look at another way we can look at the structure of a paragraph. So we have a topic sentence, we have 2 supporting points, and we have a conclusion sentence. So this is all one square, one block of about one main idea. Your first focal point is on the physical characteristics of dolphins and porpoises, and the second is social behavior comparing dolphins and porpoises. For each of your subjects, you're talking about the same points of comparison. So the dolphin's size, color, head, teeth, and dorsal fin. Porpoise's size, color, head, teeth. It says beak. That's actually their, goes with head and teeth, and dorsal fin. So these should be exactly the same. There's a little typing error there. And for social behavior, we're looking at group size, communication, friendliness with humans. And for porpoises, what's the group size, their communication, and their friendliness with humans. So you got your two main supporting points. You're comparing your two subjects for each supporting point. Now let's take a look at how we can move from a paragraph to an essay. So a paragraph is usually around 10 to 15 sentences in an academic writing, and an essay is much longer. So if we have something to say, we might, just something to say, we might write a paragraph. But if we have a lot more to say, we'll write an essay. The paragraph structure, again, you've got a topic sentence at the top, a concluding sentence at the bottom, some support ideas. Here you have two, and then some explanations and examples. We call that evidence to support each of your supporting points. When you expand this into an essay, you basically have the same kind of structure. There's just, like I said, a lot more to say, a lot more to write. In this example, you have a 4-paragraph essay, an introduction paragraph, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion paragraph. You can have many more body paragraphs. So instead of a 4-paragraph essay, you can have a 5-paragraph essay, a 10-paragraph essay, as long as you have the same structure where your first paragraph is your introduction and your last paragraph is your conclusion, and then you can have as many body paragraphs as you need to in the middle. All right, so let's do a comparison. Over here in the paragraphs, you've got a topic sentence. It gives you the topic and the focal points or supporting points you're going to talk about. The topic sentence is basically the same as the last sentence in the introduction, which we actually call a thesis statement. So they're basically the same thing, topic sentence, thesis statement. It's just that when we're talking about a paragraph, we use topic sentence. And when we're talking about a whole essay, the main idea is in the thesis statement. All right. And then for each supporting idea in a paragraph, we're going to expand each one into its own paragraph, a separate paragraph. So supporting idea 1 is in body paragraph 1. Supporting idea 2 is now in body paragraph 2. And for each supporting point, you've got explanations and examples. Here in this example, the topic sentence has 2 forms of support, more explanations and examples for both body paragraphs. And then finally, the conclusion sentence in a paragraph becomes a conclusion paragraph in an essay. So in the essay, we usually begin with a restatement of the thesis statement, which is similar to the concluding sentence, which is a restatement of the topic sentence. We'll cover more about what goes in the conclusion paragraph at another time. Okay, so finally, let's take a look at an example of an academic essay. So this is an essay that's based on the same topic, comparing dolphins and porpoises. It has the same title. And what was the topic sentence in your paragraph is now the last sentence of your introduction, which is the thesis statement. Oops, here we go, the last sentence here. The thesis is the most important sentence in your whole essay because it tells the reader what the main idea is. All right, let's read it. Even though they seem very similar, dolphins and porpoises are different in their physical characteristics and social behavior. So again, just like the paragraph, you've got 2 focal points, physical characteristics and social behavior. And what that translates to is physical characteristics being the first listed means that in your topic sentence of your first body paragraph, you're going to talk about physical characteristics. The second focal point, social behavior, tells me in my second body paragraph, I'm going to talk about social behavior. So that's the basic organization from the thesis statement up here with the 2 focal points, and then your 2 topic sentences relate to those focal points. So you're comparing dolphins and porpoises related to their physical characteristics and their social behaviors. Okay, and these 2 topic sentences here are similar to the supporting points that you had in your paragraph, the one we looked at just a little bit ago. And of course, inside here, each paragraph, we'll go over body paragraphs, but inside each body paragraph, you have examples and other like reasons, details that help support what you are saying in your topic sentence. Okay, and so let's head down to the conclusion, the last paragraph, and your first sentence is your restatement of the thesis statement. Okay, so we'll go over conclusions in more detail at a later time. Let's just quickly look at the essay structure. So here you've got 4 paragraphs, introduction, 2 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. This is a 4-paragraph essay specifically for a compare and contrast essay. It's similar to the paragraph style where you're going to talk about the focal point physical characteristics for dolphins and porpoises with the same points of comparison for each. And then you're going to do the same for the second point of comparison, social behavior for dolphins and porpoises. And then you've got a final paragraph, which is your conclusion paragraph.